Okay, so as of today, as of the recording of this video, the episode we're getting of Dragon Ball Super is the one where seemingly Frost is either going to body Roshi or get close to it or something along the lines of that, because we've seen the preview where Frost is standing on Roshi's body and it looks like potentially he could die in this episode. So based on the little teaser thing that I'm about to talk about, I would think that that's pretty terrible. If Roshi is going to die in this episode, then yo, that's the terrible thing I would think of, right? You know, a major death like that, that'd be sad. When we thought he died a couple weeks ago, I was damn near in tears and shit, so you would think that that would be terrible. But we have a little teaser, which it was already teased a while back, but it's even more so giving us confirmation when it's about to go down. Because when we first seen that picture of Goku's back on the flyer, it says something along the lines about something terrible happening. And I was just thinking like, maybe it's just something to do with the transformation, maybe it's a crazy transformation, something like that. But we have confirmation based on a scan that I believe it's been out for a bit, but it actually got a little further translated, that on the 1 hour special of Dragon Ball Super, which it's not the first, it's I believe the 8th, or it might be the 7th, depending on the night of the 7th, because you know our times is different when it gets over here compared to when it airs in Japan. But whatever, that week's episode is going to be when something terrible will happen, because there's a line, a blurb that says basically the thing that's terrible that's about to happen is going to happen in this 1 hour special. Now, okay, if we got today's episode, then we would have an episode on the 23rd, assuming there's no break, because I can't remember if there's a break or not. Then we won't have an episode on the night of the 1st or the night of the 30th or whatever the case may be, because that's when they're going to do a One Piece 1 hour special, so there'll be no Dragon Ball Super that week. And then the following week, we'll have the 1 hour special. So we pretty much have today's episode, which again, it could be the Roshi death, if Roshi does die. Please don't die, Roshi. I can't take it. My heart, I'm already suffering from crippling depression. What are you doing to me, Roshi? Stop it. Then we also have seemingly next week's episode. Again, I don't believe we're on break next week for the 23rd, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but then we would have one more episode leading into the 2 episode or 1 hour special of Dragon Ball Super. So you gotta ask yourself, well, what terrible thing can happen in between now and then? Okay, we got, you know, potentially Roshi's death, which again, I would say that that's terrible. Like I've been saying throughout this whole video, that's terrible. That's what I would assume. But okay, if we scratching that out the way, then we have one more episode after this where I'm assuming we might still be dealing with Frost and Ribrianne, or maybe it could be building up to Jiren showing up. And then we have the 1 hour special, which if I'm not mistaken, I think the first part of that 1 hour special is where Goku and Jiren are going to throw hands. I'm assuming possibly, and this is me going crazy theory time or whatever, Goku's transformation is either going to be activated in 1 or 2 different things. Either 1 is going to be similar to when he went Super Saiyan, he's going to witness a death of somebody real close, near and dear to him, or 2, maybe Goku accidentally kills somebody. Maybe he kills an innocent person, maybe accidentally kills somebody from his own team because the power from this transformation is so insane that he just goes berserk. Maybe we'll have a berserk Goku, which Goku himself, if I'm not mistaken, has never really, aside from when he went Uzuru all those years ago, you know, grade 8 form, he's never really been the type that, you know, goes crazy and shit as far as like, you know, to hurt people that he cares about. So maybe that's a possibility as well, and that's what's terrible that's about to happen. I ain't gonna lie, this is really getting hyped up. So the expectations for this 1 hour special between Goku versus Jiren going down, the new transformation going down, and on top of that, something terrible is about to go down. Expectations are through the roof. My expectations are just like bam. And I'm curious what you guys think is going to be that terrible thing. If it's not going to be Roshi's death, because if that's going to go down, that's happening in this episode, then we got 2 more, or, well, yeah, I guess we got next week's episode, then we get a break, and then we have the 1 hour special. What do you think is going to happen between tonight's episode and then? That'll be terrible. Or do you think it's going to happen during the 1 hour special, whatever, you know, whether it's a death of somebody near and dear, or Goku accidentally kills somebody, or maybe the death of a universe that they care about, like Universe 6 is what sets Goku off, and like, you know, somebody's begging and crying and Goku can't take it. And we're like, there's so many possibilities, and I'm dying to see what's terrible, because you also got to think, if this is going to be labeled terrible, we've had some terrible shit already happen. Innocent people, universes are being wiped out. You know what I'm saying? Universes are being completely destroyed. That's terrible. What gets more terrible than that? Maybe it could be a betrayal of the Omni King. Maybe we'll see the death of the Oh my god. If I hit the nail on the head with that one, please give me a round of applause. Maybe Whis' father will just turn on the Omni King and kill him right there. That's something that I would say is more terrible than even the universes, because at that point then the power balance is going to be through the roof. Or maybe the Zenos go at it and they start, like, there's so many possibilities of what's terrible. Again, what do you guys think is this terrible thing that's about to go down? I'm really looking forward to it. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.